Hello, everybody, and welcome to Castles and Crusades today. Whee! Castles and Crusades. Let's. I don't have one of those blowhorns, or else I'd probably use that in the background, but that would probably be very loud for my microphone to pick up. So, not gonna do that. Well, today we got a different person with us today. It's a dog. His name is Tobey. No, I'm just
Hey.
kidding. No. It's our usual one of our usual players, Tobey. He went away for a little bit. Now he's back.
Hello.
Yep. And then you guys all know which KingofTsamra, my main two players here, and SpartaChris is going to try and join us a little bit later, hopefully. But this stream is going to be kind of a little relax and chill stream today. We're going to talk because it's going to be taking place over the course of this is a 6-month time skip. It's like the month is like it's the 23rd of Aubrey. That's kind of like, in a sense, if you live in the North Coast or the northern regions of the U.S. or somewhere where it's cold, there is snow on the ground. If you know what snow looks like, there is snow on the ground. And for some of you guys who don't know what snow looks like, who says they probably have never seen snow before, look up pictures. You can see what it is. It's terrible. So there's snow on the ground. But this is the month that the snow is, like, it's the last of it. It's probably on the ground heavy. You can go outside and make snowmen. So it's a little bit deep, but then it's at the same time you probably have patches of like grass getting ready to prop up, because the weather's shifting and warming up, because because that starts for us around March or April. So we're the equivalent of February and March area. So like we're exiting winter and coming into spring in Paramoor. So we are on a continent that experiences all 4 seasons. You guys did experience like the leaves changing on the trees, and you guys are at your now. See. I say you guys, but here's the thing. Two of the characters that are here have no idea about this, but one does. So I'm going to let him take the lead here in a minute. What we're first going to do is, I already described the scene. It's going to be snowing, but Shadow Wolf has returned to the keep that him and Azramir had hired a bunch of people to build for them while they were away. And you pay 25,000 gold for it. A little bit more than that, actually. So, if you guys remember correctly, the entire party, which was basically Shadow Wolf and Azramir, threw all of some of their treasure in a pot and traded it away for gold, so that way they could build this keep. Unfortunately, for those who don't remember, last session, Azramir saw his demise at the hands of the Mad Prophet, which is a herald of the god of Crichton. Crichton, the god of, what was he? Hatred and Death, I believe it was. I'll actually have to look that up. But yes, he was struck by a spell called the Arc of Lightning. And because he had no damage and whatnot, the spell was at full force. If he had any damage, it would have been weakened. But Azramir saw his demise.
Yep.
So, real quick before we do that, let's introduce what the characters we have that are going to be popping up in the scene. Starting with Colin. Colin, introduce yourself and your character.
I'm ArcherColin. I am playing Shadow Wolf, our original member. I'm an elf rogue stroke. Adventurous, probably the closer one. I'm sort of in search of knowledge and information, and I'm currently coming to the conclusion that, hold on a second, no. I'm not supposed to start losing people for at least 100 years. I know elves live a lot longer than anybody else. I know I'm likely to lose friends because the other races, but I'm not supposed to lose them this quickly. Azramir's with Morg. Rubble's with the other Flintstones. Sorry, Rubble's off somewhere doing lovely stuff. Greenie's gone back to the farm. I thought I was supposed to keep people at least a little bit longer than this. And I'm now having passed the vital information about the Mad Prophet's real here when I was telling him. I've passed that on to anybody I think is important, especially, of course, obviously passed that back to my War Mistress and the authorities. And I'm now, at this moment in time, until further, I'm sitting around in the keep, probably outside. Even in the snow, it's important to practice my archery. I had an archery lane put up.
I can imagine that. I can definitely imagine that because you have enough land. The keep is actually very big. And it's very possible that you could actually start repurposing some of the rooms into smaller rooms. It was basically Shadow Wolf and Azramir just gave a broad spectrum of what they wanted, and they made sure it was pretty big. So it's plenty big. It's made of stone, a type of stone, like castle-like stones, and like whatever medieval's version of cement is, which I think was mud and whatnot. Because it's very well done, and your doors are brand new. So you don't have any upkeep for at least until the end of the winter. There might be some winter damage now because you have suffered through some winter storms, some bad weather, but you won't be able to assess that damage until after the snow melts and the ice gets off, and see what you can do to prepare for the next season. All right, so we're going to move on to one of the other players who's a player, but they're playing a new character today. Witch King, why don't you introduce the character you're playing today?
Okay, let's do this, shall we? Hello, everyone. I am Alark Westmaid. I came from the Kingdom of Paramoor to join this party. I am human, as you might expect, and I am a fighter. But don't get too caught up in my charisma, because a lot of people don't like me, so but I think really well, so I hope I make up for that.
Oh, goody, tank.
And Tobey, why don't you go ahead and introduce the character you're playing today?
Hi, Greenie. I'll be playing Greenie again. Yay!
Yes, Greenie's going to return to the party. Temporarily, if not, maybe more often, hopefully. But we shall see. We shall see. All right. So let's real quick. So, Colin, your Shadow Wolf is outside practicing archery, and your guy. And if you guys remember correctly, the keep is actually just south of. Like, your guys' house is just south of the keep, probably about a day or two walk. That's about it. You guys are, like, at a base of a mountain. And you guys are surrounded by mountain and actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's both mountain and trees. Like, you're in the forest and a mountain. Kind of like, you kind of went off the original, like, you guys saw the keep that you guys, possibly saw the one keep that you guys lost and was like, man, that's a great idea. Let's do that.
We're sort of on next to the keep that we were, where we got lost in the dungeon, aren't we?
Something like that.
Is that the one we're near?
No, I'm gonna show you. Oh yeah, it's the one where you guys were taking on the Alliance of War, and it was the second adventure. Right. Yep. You guys are actually, just like, you're next to the river. So you're actually next to a river, so that way you have a water source, and you're literally a day, like a whole day and a half away from the actual keep.
Yeah.
That's it. So yeah, you're not far from civilization. You are, however, in a hot zone where the Alliance of War and possibly Orc tribes have been traveling and taking other people, and invading other places. You're not far from Reisendorf, actually. You're probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you're about a week away from Reisendorf, but that's about it. So many possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to place exactly where we are, because I don't think we've ever actually been to our place in gameplay.
Yep, actually, I'm going to pop it up here. I just don't have any names on it. I thought I had a map with all the labels on it, but I've got to redo the map and relabel it. But
I think the last one
let's pull up a small screen share here. Oh, yep, here you go. And I'm going to... So, this arrow right here, this is where you're at. In this hex. But you're more, like, closer...
Hold on, let me open that YouTube channel.
Oh, I'm not screen sharing, that's right. Yeah, you guys gotta go to YouTube.
I was going to say, no, I can't see anything.
I'm screen sharing for the audience!
Hey.
And now you see it.
Thanks.
Yep, this is where you guys are at, in this area here. So as you can see, all you got to do is travel to some mountains, or you can just travel upriver. So that's where you guys are at.
I don't know if my YouTube is slightly slow, but I can see the map, but I can't see any pointers or anything exactly where we are. So I don't know if I haven't caught up with you yet.
You just scrub forward to 0, 0, 0.
The problem is I do that, but I've done it before. It depends. I've found that Discord and sometimes StreamYard's a bit out. No matter. But I know the map, so I know where we are.
You got a general idea. You're in the damn forest.
Well, I've got the Cookiestos map up in another window, in another tab.
Yep. You're in the. I will probably highlight it on a map. I will. You know what? I'm gonna put like a red dot on there and go the keep. Your keep. Your house. There you go.
So that was mildly confusing. We've got the keep and we've got our keep.
Yep.
Our house.
We're gonna call it.
It's very near the bum. Sorry.
Yep. There you go. In the middle of the street. No, we're good. All right. So, how is it? Okay. So we already know how Greeny could possibly come into this mess, given the fact that you're in the forest, and the last time he left you guys at the keep. So it's very possible he's traveling back there to see. Yes. He hasn't heard from you guys, so it's very possible that he is definitely traveling in that direction to go back up and make sure you guys are still alive. But the more important question is, how would a Lark get there?
A Lark? He's probably just traveling from village to village, to town, to city, just getting missions and quests and just having a really bad time as a solo adventurer.
He might also, if he decided to, might have heard about the keep, and maybe be venturing up there as well, looking for work, perhaps. I don't know.
What was that? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said if he's a fighter, he might be just heard about some of the events at the keep and the alliance and the rest of it. Maybe he's heading up there to
actually
working his way that way.
Tabletop, would he have heard that?
Lark needs to give me a charisma roll.
Oh no.
I'm just thinking as a fighter that might be something that he's into it.
Yeah. And I said he has to give me a
charisma. Intelligence.
No, charisma.
Sure.
That's my worst attribute.
What'd you get?
Hold on, I said that's my worst attribute.
Well, probably.
That's a 13, minus 1, 12.
Oh man, I was
also it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, 16? Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. That's actually what you needed, because if it wasn't, it wasn't Prime, right?
No, it's not Prime.
Okay, but I'm gonna play a little factor of my own. Shadow Wolf's reputation is currently level 2, which means information of him traveling would actually make the difficulty easier, not harder, to get information on him. So he's quite famous. So yeah, 16 is actually what you needed. You did pass. So you actually heard of Shadow Wolf and Azramir and their exploits.
Awesome. So I just I'm wandering down the road trying to join up with them because I heard. Well, would I have heard that they lost a party member?
Yes, and it's possible that Shadow Wolf may be trying to rent out a room because he's got 5 spare rooms, and he has not been able to adventure off the last 6 months.
Has he been putting up notices for looking for an adventurer to join the group?
Help wanted adverts.
I don't know. Shadow Wolf, are you putting up those notices?
Help wanted.
I don't think so. I don't think it's necessarily something that would.
Wouldn't be smart, wouldn't be prudent.
Well, not only that, I don't think it's necessarily something he'd actually look at that way.
Well, what about at least? What about renting out some rooms or whatever to try and?
Oh yeah.
Earn gold?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously,
Because
if
it's very possible that you still have gold left over from your last adventure, which was 6 months ago. But the thing is, the only way you can make that last is if you were buying nothing but rations, and you ate nothing but rations for months on end, which is not bad. It just means you haven't had any real food in 6 months.
Well, I would think that being that close is probably. I'm thinking we might be actually renting out some rooms to people from the keep. So if we're that close to the keep, we're probably keeping in, pardon the pun, in regular contact with them.
Very. You know what? I like it. I like it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have a roll for you. Okay. This looks like this is gonna be good. Give me a wisdom roll.
Wisdom. Okay. I'm so glad I have no minuses on this. Well, that is. I'm excited. I add levels and things to this as well, do I?
Oh yeah. Roll a d20 and then add in your wisdom modifier and your level. Oh hey,
Okay,
SpartaChris, he's in the chat. Go ahead. Yep.
That's 19. Excellent.
19. Wow.
19.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Well, that's a 14 and plus 5 for the level.
Oh yes. Okay, awesome. 19. You only need, and it was not prime, correct?
No, 19. No, it's not prime.
Okay. All right. So, for the last 6 months, you've actually successfully had a steady income per day. You've actually been making roughly a gold piece a night for the last 6 months.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Well, considering that most average people in the world probably only get by on copper or silver pieces, that is a lot.
And a room, and the rooms that you guys would have built with the money you spent, it would have been worth about exactly that 1 gold piece. So I was dead on. So yeah, you made a gold piece a night for like 6 months. And you've been putting that stuff in there. I mean, you've been steadily buying work, and probably some of them has probably been a few merchants, and whatnot. So they've been so you've been trading, and the keep is actually stocked with food.
Is it pet food, though, or is it ration food?
Well, no, it's actually he's been well. Remember, you also if he's been also collecting the gold piece, he's probably been putting it for food for himself plus his guests.
Okay, cool.
We've got a pantry and a kitchen.
Yeah.
So, or at least in theory. And Chapel of Organ is somewhere.
I drew a picture. Yeah, I drew.
No, that's what I'm saying. I've got the picture. I'm saying that's what's on the design. But how much?
Here, I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna share that picture too. Let me see. Where did I put that picture? I'm on my main computer.
It's. I've actually got it up on the constructing on Discord, but
okay. I'm gonna pull it up in a program real quick, and we're gonna have a fun freaking time.
I've got party funds, which in my case I'm a party 1, so I've got effectively on top of my own goals. So that's
you can call it a party of 2. Just saying.
Well, it's a party of 1
ish.
Plus, I'll say 1 each, yes, because it's a party of 1 unless Chris is able to actually join us himself.
So yes, this is a very big keep, and it's not done yet. You can always add on to it. That's why I left some spaces there. It's got 6 rooms. You're able to rent out 5 a night. So your main stability. So you always have at least 1 person a night with you. You have always had your kitchen open.
Does it have a staff?
A what?
Does it have a staff?
A staff? No, he's been doing this all on his own.
Oh,
but he's not. But unfortunately, his roll was not close to a natural 20, and because his wisdom was not prime, I'm not gonna give him say he wasn't overwhelmed. He's had maybe 1 or 2 people a night. That's it, most. He's ranking in, but still think about a gold piece a night. Freaking, that's like putting it right in your pocket. Plus, you had money from your adventuring times too. That probably has gone into how have you been keeping it warm? The kitchen has its own fireplace that would actually would have a stove that would actually start heating up the whole place. Well, each room would actually have a wood-burning stove.
Well, my first question: this is 1 indoor building, isn't it? There's a corridor down the middle and the room to either side of it. Okay, so it's not like open. No, I'm saying this itself is 1 building.
Yes.
And that's
man, we need a courtyard.
We've only got a courtyard outside.
Well, you actually haven't had enough money to lay the foundation for a courtyard yet, because what it was going to originally do is wall it off. So that way you have a wall protecting the inside. You have no walls right now, other than the walls.
So it's basically just be a freestanding tower.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the tower, but this much room, this much space, and this many rooms so far, this was worth 25,000 gold pieces. Making buildings is expensive in games, guys. It's like real life.
Well, I'm thinking.
Unless if you want to get more detail into it.
It depends on what you guys want.
I'd like to get more detail into it.
If you set this up, and I know I'm not going to be here all the time, how much would it cost me to actually sort of have a small staff, a couple of people that stay there? I mean, I would have thought maybe there were people who would actually want to base themselves or possibly live here. I don't know. I'm thinking we've got the chapel there, so presumably, I don't know if what happens to the chapel now that Asrimir is no longer with us.
They converted to a Church of Vienna.
No, Salona.
Well, no, I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, these are things that I think Shadow Wolf hasn't really thought about yet. I'm not saying you were emotionally connected to that. Shadow Wolf is emotionally connected to Asrimir, but certainly he was a big part of the party and
yeah.
just demolishing something that he wanted built. Definitely wanted built.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get much. I'm just thinking that maybe, would it perhaps be possible to make it have a Shrine of Morgan, a slightly more generic chapel? Because obviously we know there are more than multiple gods. But the other thing I'm thinking of is how far did you say we are from the keep? The nearest effectively nearest civilization.
A day and a half.
Okay, so it's travel distance. It's not commuting distance. Okay. Yeah, I'm fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Chris, yeah, there's a memorial to.
We could put multiple shrines to different gods.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking in practical terms that I'm just thinking what I've actually.
Where did you take Azumir's body? Did you return it to the stronghold of Garudan?
Yeah.
I would have thought that would have what we would have done. That's what he would have wanted. I would have thought.
So you went to the home
yeah,
of the
I'm
dwarves.
return it.
You went to the.
I would imagine we returned it to. Returned it to the to the dwarves because he was a dwarven priest and hero. So yes.
So as you're outside right now, as I'm gonna describe the scene right now, real quick. All right, so you're outside. You talked about that you set up your own homemade archery range, and you're just hitting arrows. I need Alaric to give me a wisdom check.
Okay. Let me double check what his attribute is. Just about 0. Not prime.
Oh boy.
19! Holy shit!
Oh, nice, 19. as you're approaching.
So it's 20, 21, 22, 23.
Oh Jesus! There you go. Yeah, that's work. So you're looking at. So you are outside as the sun is like beaming down on you. You're outside and you are looking at this map, trying to figure out where they could set up this keep. You heard about the adventurers Azumir and Shadowwolf. You've heard about Rubble, and you were wanting to meet them, you know, and maybe join them because you did hear that they had a keep, that they had spoils of an adventure, and they brought back thousands upon thousands of gold pieces. So you know they put that money towards building a structure for themselves to live in. So as you're looking for it, you hear someone just you hear someone like firing like arrows, or you hear like something like an arrow hitting something as you're approaching it, as you are walking in the snow.
How fast are the arrows flying? Can I tell that?
You could probably hear it whistling through the wind.
Doesn't it seem like it's like the arrows are flying really rapidly at the multiple at a time?
Not multiple at a time. No, just one at a time.
Okay.
No, because no, it's not multiple at a time because I couldn't actually get the. It would have cost me a ridiculous amount of experience to actually multi-class, so I could actually get that. Unfortunately.
Oh.
So, no, they're probably going. Let me put it this way.
Dex check. Dex check. Roll your.
You want me to?
No. I want Shadow Wolf. Give me a dexterity check. I'll tell you how fast they're going. And I know that's prime for you.
Yeah. Which is good because that wasn't a particularly good roll. Hold on a minute. Right.
Can everyone else hear me well enough?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You seem to be getting a bit of echo occasionally. You do seem to be sort of warbling a little bit. I don't know if it's background noise or what, mate, but
is everyone else having that?
I didn't.
No, I know.
I've not heard anything like that. But here, let me make sure it's not me.
Okay.
All right, I turned off my fan. I had a fan next to me.
Okay. Let's hope that it fixes itself now.
Yeah. All right. So where are we at with this dex check?
I rolled an 8.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now my level is 5, which puts me 13 at least.
Okay.
So I don't know what other.
No, nothing else. Technically, when you would normally roll this, when you're actually rolling something like this, it would require your bonus to hit, but you're not really hitting anything other than stationary targets. So, dex check of how fast you're whipping those arrows at each target. You have 5 targets lined up. Okay, so Alaric, you can't quite place how many arrows he's firing at once. You just know you hear thump, 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 thump. Just one after another.
Okay, yeah. I really want to be with this group.
As a real life example, I am not in any way, shape, or form a particularly practiced archer. I can get 6 to 10 arrows off in a minute on a good day. We reckon that the proverbial English Welsh archer could get 10 to 15.
Oh, wow.
Depending.
Nice.
I'm going to be very careful here so I don't go into my full archery speech, but nothing beat that until the machine gun came along for actual rate of fire.
Oh, wow.
You can get off double figures of arrows in a minute, depending upon how you draw and so on and so forth. But that's, as I say, real life example.
Well,
I'm not a level 5 elf archer.
Right. Well, point is, that's what he hears. I need Greeny to give me a wisdom check.
Oh shit. Okay.
He's like, what? What was it?
Nat 20.
Oh boy. So as Alaric is approaching this hill, he comes up and he hears footsteps, just like running right towards him from behind.
I turn around immediately.
You see an orc coming right at you.
Have I heard tell of Greeny, the friendly orc who was raised by halflings?
Give me a charisma roll.
Okay.
And this one will not be as friendly. He didn't get any reputation from any past adventures yet.
That is a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16 total.
No, you have not heard of him.
Okay. I'm gonna raise my sword.
So Greeny sees someone's raising a sword against him.
Not again. I mean no harm. I mean, please leave me alone.
That's one hell of a war cry. Not again.
Yeah, pretty much.
The story of his life.
Not wrong.
So, Alaric is taken aback that the orc is speaking common and not like a horribly mangled, accented common. So he's like, he starts to lower his sword lightly and says, "Friend or foe?"
Friend, hopefully.
Are you heading to this keep as well to join the party?
Here.
He's heading to a keep, not necessarily the same keep you are, or at least he doesn't know he's heading to that keep yet because he's trying to pick up where his friends left off. He's trying to find his long lost party friends.
I'm trying to get gold for them horses.
You already got gold for those horses. That's been paid off.
Yeah, we sent it to you.
So it all got paid off? Okay.
Oh yeah. They actually sent you some gold.
Sweet.
And your family. We took care of you.
Yeah.
See, I told you we had this figured out.
I hope you'll oblige me in this, just for once at least, before I get to know you, I hope. But will you please walk in front of me?
I can walk next to you. I'm gonna go see some friends. And he just keeps walking.
Okay, then I'll try to keep up pace with them, but I don't know. I mean, are orcs faster than humans?
I don't know.
What's your feet per round for Greenie?
How do you measure that?
Should be on your character sheet.
It's speed on your character sheet.
Here's where we have the ultimate thing that Tobey often happens with him. He forgot his character sheet.
No.
I even put it on the blog. Let me get the blog up.
Oh yeah.
You ruined the character sheet, you deleted it, you lost it.
Oh crap! I didn't put it on the blog.
No, I'm just joking with you.
Oh, I didn't
What's
put
that?
yeah, don't shush you. Good thing I can tell you what the base speed of orcs are.
Is it movement? If it's
Yeah, it's
movement, I have 30.
Yeah, it's movement.
I have 30 movement.
Oh, is that what I put?
You're 30 feet round. Okay, so it's just the same as a human.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And an elf.
So then I will keep pace with you. Which is quite odd because you're used to a smaller dwarvish person, well, two of them in fact, being much slower than you.
I was going to
Yeah.
say I'm actually not going to have to slow up to keep up. So I'm going to keep up with me for once.
I know. No, Greenie's used to carrying people with him. He's raised by halflings. Come on now.
Here we go over here.
This is true. Yeah.
Well, you guys arrive to a keep in the middle of the woods at the base of a mountain pass. And you see outside, you see an elf shooting arrows at targets.
Hold on.
Green,
What was his
Greenie,
nickname?
Greenie, you recognize the elf being Shadow Wolf.
Yes, I know. I'm just trying to remember the nickname Shadow Wolf give him. Yeah, to give it him. Hold on.
Oh God, I don't know.
Called you Greenie, didn't we? I thought we agreed that we let you.
No. Greenie gave Shadow Wolf a nickname.
Oh.
It's Rude Dwarf, Mean Dwarf, and Nice
Not
Elf.
dwarf.
Nice Elf! It was Rude Dwarf, Violent Dwarf, Nice Elf. He got their names. He knows their names. He just...
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're seeing him shoot arrows.
He hears a thud, 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 thud. Hi. Nice elf.
Which
Hi.
point, at some point, I stop because I run out of arrows and I'm going to go down and pick the arrows up. At which point, I hear, "Hi, Phil."
What do you say?
Greenie. I
Hi,
said,
Shadow.
"Greenie,
Hello, Shadow Wolf.
how are you?"
Alive.
And I'm very happy to see that. Who's your friend?
I'm a lord.
No. Let Greenie go. Suspicious human. Drew sword on me.
Well, you can hardly blame me for being suspicious with the reputation of orcs, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Okay, you can, but not most orcs.
Can't argue that.
Why
Greenie.
am I getting a feeling of deja vu
No,
over again?
don't worry. I didn't hog tie him like the other dwarf.
He's looks down, not a dwarf. Please.
Of course, I don't suppose you're looking for any joiners to your company, I suppose.
I'm Shadow of Heim. You are, sir?
I'm Alaric Westmain. He puts his hand forward for you to shake it.
I'll shake. Soldier, I would take it from your attire and your accoutrement.
It's a complicated story. I never really joined an army per se, but I did learn from some soldiers.
I was thinking more in terms of general profession rather than actual profession. But welcome. Greenie, did you get the did you get home? Obviously, you got home. Okay. Did you and your family get the stuff we sent to make up for the horses?
I think so.
Yes.
Oh, good. We were.
It came with a message.
I haven't been home in like a couple of months.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Right.
We sent it like over 6 months ago.
I was going to say, you should have got there by now.
Okay, out of character. Adventuring makes a lot more money than farming.
No, that's fine. We're just saying, obviously.
So Greenie hasn't been back to the. He's been there a couple times, but he hasn't been back that often.
Well, it was sent. Well, mind you, there was a 2 week to there was a 3 month time period between the time they sent the money and the time they showed up at the next adventure, and then we're 6 months from that. That was like over 7 months ago, so you probably saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably let's say there was like 10 weeks. So yeah, that was like 9 months ago that they're talking about. So you probably noticed that they got the horses.
He probably didn't see the money, but knows his family. Like yeah. I think they did.
That's good. That's good.
I've been killing people. I'll tell you.
Only those that deserve killing, I hope.
Yeah. They attacked me, I defend myself. It's really simple.
It is very simple when it comes down to it. Yes, my friend, you're right. You're right. Please come. Let's. Let me just finish. Oh, wow. Excuse me. That was stuck in the target quite strongly. Things off. Please, let's go inside. We can sit more comfortably.
Okay.
Get something to drink.
If you have a chair big enough. Wait, drink? You mentioned alcohol, Greenie. To agree.
I'm sure we've got something to your taste, my friend.
Here, I drink dwarf.
And
where's our?
I remember vaguely.
Where is Rude?
Rude Dwarf had to go home on family business. Asramir has joined Morg. He was killed half a year ago now.
6 months ago.
I'm sorry. I liked that. He was a good guy.
He was a good man. We took him back to Garudan, and he's actually entombed in the Hall of Heroes. We have a Temple of Morg here, which was his wish. I'm keeping that. We have other. We have position for other gods to be worshipped, of course, but Morg holds pride of place here because of Atamir's.
Do you have is there a statue of Yenna?
We may well do.
I go to chapel.
That depends if Tabletop wants to roll a dice or not. I would have thought, since we know that you worship Yana, I would have thought probably would have had, if not. I'm kind of envisioning in a statue or whatever to all of the major deities as is appropriate.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not a
Yep.
priest.
Oh yeah.
But,
You haven't had anyone here working on the keep at the moment because you're just trying to get through the winter. It was, like I said, a very cold winter.
yeah.
There's probably been times that it's been so cold, like you could get frostbite just by being outside and exposed too much. So you just been the construction on this house has just stopped for the time being.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
I should go to the chapel.
All right. So, Greenie, as you approach the chapel, you notice like there is a statue of Morg, actually perfectly chiseled, in the center of the room, with an altar. There's no seating room in here, just kneeling room where like plenty of people can kneel in here.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Can I check out the stonecraft? Because I have stonecraft.
Yeah, you can.
As a racial ability. I don't know how to use it, but I have it.
Oh man. Give me 1 second.
Orcs have stonecraft.
Oh, did I get that because of the hole I dug?
Wait, do orcs have stonecraft? Did I give them? Hang on a second.
Okay, you might have given it to me because of the hole I dug. The tornado?
Oh.
Because of your halfling being raised by them.
Yeah. I believe that might be an advantage that you have. That's right, because there was advantages I gave you. There was something I gave you related to that. Let me check something here. Boy. The GM actually has to do work today. What the hell? Clocking in overtime. Let's see here. Huh? It's not a... Well, hang on a second. Is it over here? I have no idea how you have stonecraft.
It's on my sheet.
How did that happen? Because it's not even under halfling like abilities. It's not even under orc abilities. It's not even under general abilities. How'd you get that?
I think you gave it to me because of my the whole incident.
Oh, probably.
I think I remember something like that, actually, yeah.
Yeah. It's an advantage, but basically, just give me a roll and let's see, stonecraft. That would be. Let me see what attribute you would pair that up with. Man.
Wisdom, I believe.
Yep. Go ahead. I'll just take it. Let's go. We're not even gonna
I rolled a 12. I don't know what else to do. I rolled a 12.
Add in your wisdom modifier and your level, which is like you're still level 1, so you only get 1.
My wisdom's 11.
You only one?
We'll talk later. I don't know.
he hasn't done much adventuring quite yet, and I haven't awarded him his XP for rejoining the party yet.
We'll talk later on that subject.
Okay, so give me a roll. What'd you got?
I rolled a 12.
Okay. Your wisdom modifier is?
I don't know. My wisdom is an 11.
Oh, that's 0. And your level is a 1, so that would be a 13. And is wisdom prime for you?
No, I think strength and honest.
Okay. Yeah, for some strange reason, so when you're checking out the stonework, you do marvel at it that it's... boy, how do I describe this? You can't tell which artist sculpted Morg, because you don't know much about that kind of stonework. You just know more about digging holes. But you do recognize that the sculpture is very smooth.
Nice. Is there a statue to Yana?
There is not at this time. They ran out of money. But
Do
you
they
know
have
what?
spare?
What's up?
Do they have spare stones?
They do not.
Damn.
They're getting there though. They're gonna get there though. They need another. Shadow Wolf needs another adventure.
There's the statues of KingofTsamra there.
You did not. You did not have one built. No.
Well,
But-
even so, he's pulled out his pair of
Would they?
But doesn't mean you didn't have one. It doesn't mean you didn't have one ordered. It's just it's very much cold right now for people to be working on houses with a lot of snow and ice.
Are there any stones nearby?
There's no stones near. I mean, besides the rocks outside, yes.
I go to the
There's
rocks.
a mountain just over there.
Yeah, you're at the base of a mountain range.
There are
You're not
boulders
in
at the base of
You're not in the
I
freaking
go to
mountain, but
boulder.
Jesus. Okay, you're
There
gonna
are
go.
boulders.
I
I go to it.
All right. Well, you're gonna need to give me a. So here we go. I'm gonna tell you what the roll is now.
What am I rolling for?
Oh, if are you gonna go out and chisel a boulder into
Maybe.
into a statue of Yenna? Yeah, I know that's exactly what you're doing. don't question. The GM is aware of his players and their intentions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence roll.
Let me look at my character sheet again.
I don't think intelligence is high on your character sheet, but I wouldn't.
It's
know.
not.
What? So what is it?
I rolled an 18 plus my level. That's a 19.
And what is
Oh.
your intelligence modifier?
10.
Okay, so that's 0. So 19. Wow. And it's not prime. So all right. So you're right now chiseling away at Yenna. All right. Or at making a statue of Yenna. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, what is a lark doing?
Does,
A lot of people looking very confused at an orc doing stonework.
does Stonecraft help with that?
It does not.
Damn.
You're not that.
Um,
You're not that thrilled yet.
You thought all
No, I don't suppose you have a name.
I did introduce myself, Shadow Wolf.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
And you've heard of me. I'm the one you've heard of, remember?
Sorry, I'm just looking at this weird state of an orc carving stone.
I know. He is an extremely atypical example of his species.
Yes, I've noticed.
Amazingly enough, for an orc, when we first met, because of a misunderstanding, he actually reported Asmir Rubble and myself, or Asmir Rubble in particular, to the local authorities for the crime of attacking him. He's
So,
definitely an atypical orc. I don't know how much experience you have of them, but my people have had some experience with orcs. I've had a lot of experience. The dwarves have an even greater experience with orcs, and I don't think any of us can actually quite make him out yet. He was well. I don't want to obviously give out too many personal details, but he was, as you can see, he's an unusual example of an orc.
Yes,
Good.
I don't
on your
suppose
side, I must
you have a squad in your crew for us.
already part of it.
I'm not. I don't have a. Well, You're welcome to stay. At the moment, the only other group member, I suppose, we'll put it, Athar, is off. I think he said he was off. Studying his magic.
Oh, I actually think I saw someone, like a scholarly sort, picking herbs just outside like a couple miles away. Do you think that was him?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. We took. I must admit, I hadn't met him that often. I only met him recently before we lost Casimir.
He's
What about Greenie?
no. SpartaChris said his character is either trading or studying magic. He put it in the YouTube group chat.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's off trading for magic, I think, at the moment. Hopefully, he will be back. It's always useful to have someone familiar with the mystic arts. At the moment, we're just getting through winter. Have you had a chance to visit the keep with capital letters yet? If you're looking for specifically for immediate work.
Well, I have a bit of coin, but if you'll allow me to stay here, I could help around, and if you can pay me at least, I could stay on even longer.
We can. I'm sure we could come to somewhere. I said, I mean, at the moment, I'm just. Well, we've just been getting through winter. Actually, we've just been putting up a few people here, and it's. I'm beginning to feel more like an innkeeper or a tavern keeper without a bar.
If it helps, I'll certainly help look for any strange goings on that we could take part in.
Yeah. I'm always listening out for rumours. I must admit, this winter has been well. I was going to say it's been a particularly rather harsh, but I mean, so actually a little bit further south than where I live. But of course, the forest is a massive. Doesn't seem to experience winter at these open lands such as we're on the edge of here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure something will. I'm sure the gods, one of the gods, will provide something for us. They seem to do so quite often.
I certainly hope so. I'd hate to have come all this way and just not have an adventure. I hate being a solo adventurer, but yeah.
It's not that bad.
It's not great. It's not awful. It's just it's not. You don't have the same spark as with a group.
Indeed.
What?
What was that?
I thought Colin was saying something.
No, that was I'm typing.
Oh, you broke up a little bit there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just typing something in chat.
Oh, okay.
Talking about. We erect a statue to the god the Castel Keeper, the one who keeps sending us all these adventures.
So as the sun is getting ready to set, you guys have noticed, Greenie noticed as he's outside chiseling away, he spent most of the day chiseling away at a statue of Yenna. He thinks he's completed. The only problem is moving inside isn't really going to be much possible for him, but Greenie just felt the temperature drop 10 degrees. It is now simulating, weather is simulated to be towards 5 degrees.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
That's Fahrenheit.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Can if Greenie can pick up said statue?
I'm going to say... You know what? Give me a really good strength roll.
Oh, you got it, boss. Let me look at my character sheet. What does that give me? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
21.
21. Okay.
Strength is prime.
Yep. You literally chiseled away enough at the statue to where it is more like a small statue, but you were able to move it inside the keep into the chapel of Morgue.
A thunk.
It took a lot of your strength though. Like you're inhaling and exhaling a lot though.
Done. Guys, it's gonna get cold quick.
Yeah, it has been when the sun drops. This is
Also,
this is one of the problems of this front.
thanks.
This sky gets cold quickly.
It's worse than you think. As the sun is going down, you notice a huge wind has started to pick up. The wind is actually moving. If we had to say, about 50 miles an hour.
Greenie, if you got your shield, put it down.
Why?
Remember what happened last time?
Yeah.
You had a shield in a big wind. Yes.
Oh, seeing as I thought we were
invented hang gliding
right now,
Yes.
because he just set down the statue and is playing statue. He's gesturing towards the statue.
Yeah.
He wants to look at it.
That's and what? Greenie.
Hey, tabletop. Bad statue. Come on, give it to me, man.
Oh, you put it in there. I don't know if everyone's looking at it though. It's in there next to Morgue.
Having heard the noise him coming in, yeah, I'll go and see what's going on. Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah. No.
I mean, he might have probably seen what he was doing when he disappeared. So
it's not well done. It's not a well done statue. You're not an artist, but you know you did your best.
Yeah.
I would think Yenna would be would be pleased with the effort and devotion that has gone into this.
Yeah.
I'm no priest, but
Yeah, her facial features. Beautiful.
also going to quickly check out what I know about Yenna because
Well, if anyone's taking a look outside, you guys notice that you cannot see more than a half a mile in front of you, maybe even less than that. You guys are in some really bad weather, and there's snow everywhere, and Pretty much anything that is like the snow is latching on to like the side of the building, and it's like just sticking. Like you guys can stick pounds of snow on everything. So
I pray. I know what you pray to, so I pray and get warm in chapel.
Yeah, I kind of hope we've got a good roof.
oh yeah, you're probably at this point putting wood on all the fires because you don't know how long the storm is going to last. You didn't even know there was supposed to be. You didn't even see a storm coming in. You weren't even paying attention. So yeah,
We head into the chapel right away.
I am a native of this, of this latitude, if not. I'm an elf who's been around for quite a while. Is there anything particularly unusual about this sort of storm at this time of year?
No.
Given that I've probably lived through 100 and somewhat of them. Okay, right, thank you.
No.
Okay, so it's just another house. So presumably then we would have built for knowing that this sort of thing can come in winter and the rest of it. Okay.
Yes.
It's just come out of the storm sort of come out of where. I think we might be staying inside for a while, gentlemen.
Okay.
And so as the storm rages on, you do feel outside, and it's dropped another 10 degrees. It is now 5 below zero.
Ooh, it's cold.
Yeah.
I stay by 5. I pray to Yenna for weather. Or here, actually, wait, hold on. Let me look at something. Aha! Get into character. Greenie worships more than one god. Yenna is simply just the primary one.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really make sense in a polytheistic world, but okay. Because in polytheism, you just worship the deity that makes the most sense at the present time. God of death when funerals happen. No, I'm a pedant, and I will keep saying this because it makes sense.
Hush.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of thinking that a temple would probably have. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's obviously a temple to each of the gods, but a generic temple would probably have statues or representatives of most of the deities that you would perhaps be.
Well, okay, so the way
generally
the way most of in the land of Aberdeen, it is they don't really have generic, like they know about all the deities, but like one, like say Evermore would worship, like there's 3 prime deities that they would worship.
Yeah.
They're, like, and they would have statues. So they obviously know that Morg is the god of creation, and he's a dwarf. But they still have their human gods that they would worship next to him. Whereas the dwarves would primarily worship Morg. Yes, they will acknowledge the other existence of the other gods too, but their primary deity would always be Morg because that's the father of all. That's the father of their life force. That he's the one that created them.
So Greenie is going to be saying 2 deities.
There's a lot of freaking praying going on in this session.
He's praying to Tarasa for traveling, so that safe travels, and Jasarda, god of building and wealth, and hopefully this thing's built well.
Meanwhile, Ulrich is just kind of standing there, hands crossed over his body, and just like, hope this storm passes sometime soon.
Well, I would have thinking about. I would have thought. I was just looking down them that obviously being a farmer or coming from farm, I would have thought you might also. I mean, come to think of it, I mean they're not mentioned as worshippers, but elves are probably quite familiar with Hai, the god of nature, as well. There isn't a weather god I noticed as such. I can see. But
I never told you I was a farmer. How did you know that?
no,
I think he's talking to
Really?
Greenie.
yeah.
I thought you were talking
No, So this is player, not character. I'm saying, yeah, I know, Greenie. I know he's come from. So, Yenna's of merchants, but there isn't. But you know, but I said, I mean, there doesn't. I can't, yeah, there doesn't seem to be one of the closest to a weather deity. Would probably be Hai, who's god of nature. With barbarians and rangers, I would have thought Hai would probably be reasonably. Okay, no, I'm not to make too much of a pun about this. Reasonably close to the top of the list of deities that the elves would worship, or at least would I don't know if worship is necessarily the right word, but you know what I mean. In generally foresty, naturey folk, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's just. Having said that, it's just weather. It's just winter weather. You know, it's something that most of us have probably experienced before, depending upon whereabouts we're from, I would imagine. And
Yeah, you're not seeing nothing out of the supernatural here.
yeah,
What time is it?
It is at this point. It is nighttime. It's probably roughly about what you could perceive as 8-9 o'clock in the evening. The snow has risen exactly 1 foot since you guys arrived.
I'm going to go with. I hope this place was built well and it can support the snow. Greenie's going to go to bed. Hopefully this passes over.
When he's tempted to make the Paramoor an equivalent of okay, who gave the god of weather baked beans for his lunch?
So,
Very baked beans. Yeah.
So, Alaric goes into a corner that's close to the hearth of the temple, and he just lays down his pack, takes out his bedroll.
I've got rooms.
Yes, but do you see the weather outside?
Yes, but the rooms are. If you're more comfortable, the rooms are still quite warm.
Okay, I'll go to one of your rooms. I just thought.
I understand where you're coming from, but we do have fully we've usually had people stay here. Tonight is unusual. Well, actually, I'll say tonight is unusual. I've got 2 people staying, but I frequently have guests. Even in this weather.
Have we been this weather often here?
It's winter. I must admit, I'm not. As I said, I'm used to slightly more sheltered conditions in forests. But yes, I mean it's winter.
This is actually one of the.
severe,
This is actually the biggest storm of the year. The biggest storm that you've seen so far for this season.
Greenie would ask, can your bed
this-
support him? Are they big enough?
And strong enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Support.
Yes, the beds are strong enough to hold an orc.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Are
they
they-
put
how
good money. They put a lot of good money into this place. I'm gonna make sure they have a furnished room, a proper one.
Do we have like a place where we can store our weapons and armor and gear that we get from all the ruins and put them on mannequins like in Skyrim?
That's what the armory storage is for.
We have mannequins in there.
Yeah.
That's next to the pantry. That's like at the door, at the entrance. Yeah.
Where we can grab stuff quickly if we need it.
That stuff would stay with you, like in your room, in your own personal room. That's why the rooms are designed. Each room is designed by 20 foot by 20 foot radius. So the rooms are plenty big enough to store your personal items, but all the rest of your stuff would go into some form of storage room that they have here. And of course, that would be up to Shadow Wolf's ruling, because at this point he is the sole owner of this keep, of this building right now, because the other people that put money into this are not present.
He's also the senior most member other than Greenie.
But Greenie wasn't there when Azramir and Shadow Wolf got the money to put into making their own place.
That's true.
Only had them and I at the time.
Greenie is just going, give me a room so I can go to sleep. Hopefully this passes through the night.
Peace.
So as you guys retire to a room, there's 6 rooms. I mean, I'm sure Shadow Wolf, would have shown you which room was his.
Yep.
So you guys retire to your rooms, or if Alaric wants, retires to being in the chapel. There is a fireplace in every room to stay heated, to help heat such a big place. And so as you guys turn in for the night, because the storm is completely, you can still see, but you can't see much in front of you. And for those who have, and let me tell you something, Twilight Vision and Dusk Vision is not working.
What about Deep Vision?
Yeah. Deep Vision is probably the only thing that can still see, but it's still reduced by half.
Hey, I can see.
Not well, but we'll let you think that. So as you guys retire for the night, I need someone to give me a Constitution roll. Anyone. It could be all of you. Actually, all of you. Give me a Constitution roll.
Okay.
Oh dear.
That is a 5.
Yeah, it's
not
not
Yep, I got a 5.
5 total?
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay. What'd you do? Fumble that?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh okay.
shit!
Yeah, all right. I need to know if you're gonna fumble these rolls, because I gotta punish your character now.
So I 12 plus 1 plus my con. I got a 14.
Okay, fair enough.
Con-
And
It's a primary.
okay, fine.
Oh well, it would be for fighter, wouldn't it? I got a 50. I rolled 15. I've got no bonuses. It's not primary, but also I've got no con bonus. Presumably because it's a stat like that, it's not. There's no level additions or anything.
No, you add your level to it.
Oh right. Oh, that's fine. In that case, it's 20.
All right. Greenie and Shadow Wolf, you guys wake out of a dead sleep, and you notice that the fire's out. And when you guys look in each of your fireplaces in your personal rooms, you notice that there is a mountain of snow that snuffed it out.
Okay.
Alaric did not wake up. Alaric seems to be in a cold, deep sleep.
This is not This is not foreboding at all.
As you guys wake from your room, you guys notice the whole keep is dark, and there's snow coming right in each and every fireplace.
Can I go investigate?
Okay.
Because that doesn't seem normal.
No. No. The chimneys should have got some sort of covering on them to stop anything coming in.
Right.
Go Can Greenie go investigate his chimney?
I would have thought.
What's up?
Can Greenie go investigate his chimney, see what's wrong with it?
Yeah.
Okay, he goes investigates the chimney.
Okay,
See if he can't.
From the looks of it, it looks like somehow all the snow, like as you look up, you can't see any moonlight. Nothing. It looks like you're just looking down a deep hallway with no light, like a dark tunnel with no light.
But deep vision helps with this, right?
Give me a wisdom check.
13 plus 1, so 14 total.
And wisdom is not your primary.
No, it's not.
All right, with deep vision. Yeah, you know what's funny? You can't see anything.
But
So I can see around the room if I put a
I cannot
lantern
see.
or something.
Correct.
Well, twilight vision allows you to see in darkness as
Okay.
long as there's like dimly lit room. The room is not necessarily dimly lit, so technically you would need to give me a wisdom check, which is in form of a perception check to see if you can even see at all, unless you're lighting a torch.
Okay.
So I'm stumbling around dark.
Yep, you're stumbling around in darkness while having deep vision, which is very weird.
Yeah, that's my character's going like, what the hell's wrong with this picture? Can I get
I'm tempted.
Can I find a torch?
What's up?
Can I find a torch?
Do you have a torch? Don't you have a torch on your character?
I do.
All right, well, light a torch.
I'm gonna light a torch.
You lit a torch. Now
Ooh,
you
that's hard.
you lit a torch, so now you can see around your room.
I'm gonna investigate my room.
Nothing out of the ordinary. But if you look out the window, you notice that it has got nothing but snow on it.
Can I try and clear some of that snow off?
It's on the outside. You have to open up the window.
Can I open up the window?
You cannot,
Why not?
because the snow is so high from the ground, it literally sealed it shut, and it's frozen.
I'm leaving my room to get to higher ground.
There's no higher ground in the main floor.
I'm leaving my room to go to a different building to go upstairs to get to higher ground.
What do you mean different building? This is all one building. This is. All right. Well, you go out your room. You go to the front door. You open up the front door, and when you look at that, you see nothing but snow, as high as you can see, and there you can't even see the lip where the door ends. You guys have been literally snowed in, or possibly buried.
This is not good.
Meanwhile, Alar is just snoring in his room.
I'm gonna try and wake everyone up.
Okay. Well, Shadow was awake, and as you guys get to Alaric, you guys notice his lips are blue, and he's shivering real bad, and he cannot wake up.
Cross for the Greenie special. Pulls out his hand, starts up. It's called a nice bitch slap. Wake up!
It's not working. He's suffering hypothermia.
Get him into the kitchen. Set the fire up.
You go into the kitchen. So you guys move Alaric's body, who is Still,
I think
Before we do that,
Just so you know, Mark is 6'5".
Okay, I'm 7'1".
Well,
Before I do-
all the
before I
friends
do that-
benefit.
do I know what to do about frostbite?
So no. So out of character.
You actually.
Sorry, about
well,
frostbite, about hypothermia or something similar.
So
You-
out of character. I mean, Greenie. Oh, hey, warm people up. Physical contact helps warm people up.
Yeah,
Cuddle puddle.
yeah.
You
So, I mean-
you can roll a wisdom check to see if he has any frostbite on him as you're getting ready to put him in the kitchen and warm up maybe one room
I was
from
I was
all of you guys
thinking
freezing to
with
death.
the ages. Do I know what to do? But
Oh yeah, you know what? For an intelligence check, give me that. That's even better.
I like doing intelligence checks with Shadow Wolf.
Yeah, no, it always plays in your favor. One of these days, that's going to be the death of you.
It is one of these days. I'm going to manage to fail a wisdom of the ages check. Right, hold on a second. So where are we?
So Greenie's carrying the new guy.
Yep.
That's just a box on an int check, isn't it? Really?
Witch King, tell me a second. Are you at the edge of your seat, wondering if your new character is going to die of hypothermia? A little bit. Okay. Good.
I made this character with 18 strength, and he's gonna die in T-minus 2 hours.
Okay, so when he meets an Eldritch Horror, it will destroy him. That's what Chris says. All right, so all right. Well, just stay at the edge of your seat just a little bit longer.
Okay.
I'm not gonna keep telling you what's gonna happen, but I'll let you know what happens.
We're not gonna let you die that easy.
Alright, so what'd you
Basic
get?
int check. That is oh, this is an int check, so the roguish law's not going to apply. So that's only 20. I've only got I've only got 8 ads. So 21.
Oh my! For God's sake, you took that long to just tell me that result? Oh, jeez. So here we go. 21. 21.
Only
So you
only
me-
20.
So you immediately heated up. You immediately heated up the room, and you got the fire going. You had to dig the snow out of the fireplace. It took a little bit. Your hands are like literally ice cubes, and
I'm using.
Greenie is snuggling up to Alaric, not in any type of particular way, just trying to pass on the body heat, and his big
Bear hug.
hulkish.
I'm still shivering.
Bear hug.
So as the room is lighting up, you are immediately searching Alaric for frostbite. You don't see anything like that. It just seems like he is slowly going into hypothermic shock. The chapel was damn near the coldest, so it's possible that was the first fire that ever went out.
Well, I wasn't in the chapel. I was in the guest room.
Oh, you're in the guest room. Okay, so the guest rooms were the ones that went, but yeah.
Yeah, we didn't stay in the chapel. Come on.
But now there's another problem. The room is starting to fill up with smoke.
There's no like a stopgap that you can release to let all the smoke come out if there's anything like that.
It is. It's just somehow sealed shut with ice.
Can I grab my shovel and pull out of here?
What do you want to do?
Can I grab my shovel, dig us a hole out of here?
Yeah.
I'm going to be an expert.
You don't need nat 20 for that.
I don't know. He rolled a nat 20 when he dug that last hole, so that's the only reason why he got it. He's gonna take the chance. He's like, this is my only chance. So what you could try and do, but let's back this up just a little bit. What you could try and do is Greenie could try and dig a hole out through the front door, start climbing up the side of the building to see if he can get to the side where the kitchen is and see if he could find a way to clear off the chimney and release the smoke hatch so that way, and get the ice cleared off so that way the smoke can actually just travel outward. Now, at this time, it is very much possible. Hold it, I'm not done explaining. At this time, the stones are hot though, and the ice is starting to melt, but it's not at a fast rate, which means the storm outside is near cold. It is simulating at least 25 below zero, which for that is dangerous.
So you're saying I dig my hole?
Yeah, you can dig your hole. Give me a.
I have to dig a hole to get out of here, regardless.
Yeah. Well,
The hole will probably be a little warmer, actually, than the building.
No, I'm saying dig a hole through the snow. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I thought you were saying, like, well, regardless, a hole will probably be warmer than the earth above.
Would it be easier to? Oh no, the windows are going to open outwards, aren't they?
Oh, I'm talking about like digging a hole through the snow to get out of the snow to do what John thought.
I was thinking if you could open the windows, you could dig through the windows. You're nearer where you need to get up to the top, but we can't open the windows because the windows presumably open outwards.
yes.
Okay.
So what do I do?
All right. Give me a strength check.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Give me a moment. Okay. So that's +4, +1. It's strength is prime, right? Yeah, strength is prime.
Yep. Uh-huh.
23 total.
Oh, you made it to the roof of the keep. You managed you tunneled right into that snow, and you made a snow ladder. And you started scaling the keep. However, you've been outside too long, so I need a Constitution check.
Hold on.
Man, this age is going to be packed with events that suck.
Constitution.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost like the 31st century in Battletech.
Yes. Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on. So that's con of 14.
14. You made it to the top, but you are feeling the cold air at this point.
Push it through.
You pushed right through. Okay, you're on the roof. As you're on the roof, you do know where the kitchen. You are walking on the roof, but the thing is, with how it slopes down and how much ice is packed on, I'm gonna need a dex check. But you did make it, and you do see the chimney. You do see like snow melting around one chimney. Like you can see like somewhat of condensation and steam coming off of it. But you look at the top of it and you see that it's layered with ice.
It's another 14.
For dexterity?
Yep.
And is it prime?
Nope.
You slip off the roof. And you fall down, and you fall right down into some snow. So hang on a second. I gotta make a roll for you. I gotta make a roll. This would be good. This will be good. And I only need this.
You got to roll with it.
Okay. Okay. You take 6 points of damage.
That's not good.
I'm going to go into the armory storage, dig out our shovel of snow clearing magic that we have just happened to have.
Okay, so
It's on the list.
Lark is before we get back to Greenie. While Greenie is going through, so Greenie slipped off the roof and fell down all the way to the ground and went right through the snow off the side of the building. So he's not where the tunnel originally was. And he fell down through a little bit of snow. There's no padding there. So yeah, you take 6 points of damage, and part Part of that is
How high is the snow? I mean, if the snow is packed up so that it's above the height of the windows and the door,
it is almost up to your roof.
Oh.
It's literally you guys are
I
being
was going
buried
to say
alive.
it can't be that far. No, what I'm saying is it can't be that far below the roof that he's falling down onto.
I should have fallen that far.
You
Yeah,
take a little bit of damage.
that's what I'm thinking.
And I'm thinking, but I said part of that 6 points of damage is freezing damage from being outside.
No, fine, okay. No, I'm just trying to picture it. That yeah, okay. So
Yep.
yeah, you
Okay.
fold off.
Yeah, he didn't like break a leg or anything.
Yeah.
So he can get back up on his feet. He's okay. Well, for as far as okay is after taking 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Can I see how far up the chimney is blocked?
Well-
How much space I've got?
Before you guys do that, I need both Alaric to give me a Constitution roll, and I need Shadow Wolf to give me a Constitution roll while he's inspecting the chimney.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
That is a 9, 10, 11, 12.
Is it prime?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Ooh, that is 20, but it's not prime. It's
Okay.
15 plus my level.
Okay. That's still good. Okay. So good news is you two are not. The good news is you two are not suffocating yet. The bad news. The bad news is Alaric is still passed out.
Can I roll to see if I wake up soon?
Not yet.
Damn it!
Wet, towel rag or something tied around the face.
Yes, you can totally do that.
I was going to
Yes.
say I've
I will
probably
give that to you.
experienced the occasional forest fire. I probably have some idea of how to at least do some of this in
Green.
but the can't be that much. Oh, no, I was saying there can't be that much smoke coming off of a torch. But fair enough. I don't know. I don't know how much.
All
come
right.
off it.
Greenie needs to give me a strength check and then a dex check.
You got it, boss.
And then a constitution check shortly after that.
So strength,
Mhm.
21.
Okay. You make it back up on the roof.
Dex,
Oh,
16.
Is it prime?
No, it's not.
You fall on your face and you fall right back down into the snow again.
are you adding bonuses, levels, etc. to that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have +1 to Dex
You
in
are,
my
okay.
level.
All right. Now.
Okay,
now-
fair enough. No, so that's easy for me.
Okay. Constitution roll now.
Uh, 20.
All right. Fair enough.
That is prime.
All right. Fair enough. From the fall, you accidentally scraped your face across the building, taking 4 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Are you giving up yet? Or are you going to come up with a new plan? Or are you going to try and get back up on that roof again?
I'll try one last time.
All right. Strength check.
How-
22.
All right, you're back up on there. And you see the chimney.
Can I use my rope to help me at all?
Yes, you can. You can use anything you have on your character, such as any hooks, nails, something to try and go through the ice. You're a freaking hulking hammer, man.
I use my
Tobey, I love your commitment to your character, but damn.
a shovel, my rope, and I have his shield too.
Okay. I'm imagining you're trying to embed it right into the ice. Give me...
Yes.
It might damage the roof, but give me a strength check to see if you embed it in the ice to take little steps at a time. To use it like a sort of like a way to grapple onto something.
An ice pick. A sword.
Oh yeah, that.
Shield.
I'm gonna hurt that roof real quick.
Okay.
24.
Oh yeah, you take that big hulking shield you have because you thought about it and you remember how it picked you up in the wind, and you grasp it because it's like a wall and you slam it down on the subject on the roof, and all you hear is cracks.
Oops.
All right.
Cracking ice on hopes.
Do I make it to the chimney?
Before I tell you that, and that great idea, because I'm not going to make you roll another dex check for that one. Before I tell you that, I need Constitution rolls from both Alaric and Shadow Wolf again.
Okay.
Lady Tsara, can I wake up now, please?
7.
Oh,
What?
A 7. I got a 3 plus 4, 7.
Oh boy. What's your modifier?
0.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll give it to you.
I only have a bonus in strength, and that's a plus 3, and my last attribute, charisma, has a -1, so everything else is a flat 0.
GM recommends that you use different dice next time.
which
All right,
might not be that long in coming.
What did Shadow Wolf get?
Same again.
Oh,
15
wow.
again. That's
Wow.
what I said. What? Like I said, Lady Tsara, can I definitely wake up now, please?
All right. I will say Alaric somehow managed to come to a little bit, but he's a bit disoriented and not sure where he is.
Okay.
All right. Meanwhile, Greeny makes it to the edge of the chimney. He grasps it with his big hands, but it's burning him as he climbs every little bit because all that heat that is trapped in, and he makes it right to the edge, and he power drives the ice because ice is just now thin enough to where he punches it, probably breaks his knuckles, but I'm not going to tell you how much damage that is, and all Shadow Wolf hears is ice coming down his chimney and lands right on the fire. Doesn't put the fire out. Doesn't put the fire out. All that trapped heat melts it and rushes right out, and all that smoke gets like sucked out like in a backdraft, going right up the chimney.
I climb back. I climb back down my tunnel, go into the room, and then go, I need healing.
Dexterity check.
18?
What'd you get?
18?
18? And it's not well, 18, you know what? That's bare minimum for you. I'll give it to you. You managed to get inside, but not well. Not well. You are like you lay down on the kitchen floor, like you are on the kitchen table, passed out. Probably.
No. He looks up at them and goes, next time, never again.
And you passed out. Yeah. How many hit points do you have left?
1.
Oh wow!
Jeez.
Yeah, if I was to roll, you would have been in negative. If I was to roll the minimum dice for burn damage, you would definitely be, which is a D4. You would definitely be either 0 or less. You would be dying.
Did we manage to when we took Azramir to go down? Obviously we took all his gear with him, his arm and the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Did we by any chance have the opportunity to sort of see if he had any healing potions left?
Would you like me to
were we able to get some healing potions or something from Gaudan or somewhere in the last 6 months to stock up supplies?
I would say you would probably have some healing potions on you, based on
Good.
the amount of gold I gave you last time.
By the way, Azramir did have 2 Cure Light Wounds on him, potions.
Right.
He never used those before he died.
Fine. My question then to you as the player representing Azramir and Tabletop as the GM, CK, for World, would we perhaps have taken those, or would we have left those with Asramir with all the rest of his kit when we took him back home?
You wouldn't really take
I mean,
any.
he's done, so I don't mind if
You wouldn't.
take stuff.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's fine. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking. Obviously, we don't want to rob. We're not robbing the corpse or anything. But obviously, okay. But well, yeah. I mean, in that case, if we've got some heal potions, one of those is going straight down Greeny's throat.
Yeah. So I would say you probably would have that. I mean, they wouldn't do much but go to waste anyway. As long as you didn't take his actual armor, that wouldn't be a big deal.
Oh no! I'm saying how whatever we've got. Assuming you're going to let us have picked up some, or me, and
just give. You know what? We'll just give Greeny a healing potion for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, if I've got a healing potion, it's going down. It's going straight down his throat.
Yep, Greeny needs to give me a D8 roll.
Pulled rather than a throat thrust down the bottom thrust down the throat. Of course, I'm not that bad.
Right. You're like, drink it.
Yeah. In other words, I'll give him a healing potion. Obviously.
All right, D8 roll for Greeny.
I don't have one on me.
You don't have a D8? Okay, I'll roll for you.
Thank you.
You should have asked somebody else. You got 3 hit points back. So you're up to 4.
That's mildly annoying because I was going to say I gave the potion. I just rolled a 3 as well.
Yeah. I mean, some of his wounds are starting to heal, but not overly well. So, yeah.
You know, he gets up and goes,
Is it working?
I would suggest first thing possibly wrap his hands and whatever else is burned in something cold and wet to take the heat away. Again, I would think that burns are something I would know a little bit about, even without any sort of healing or first aid skills. On the ground, it's someone like to have come across living in a forest. Again, my suggestion, rather than
if you would have some, just give me a wisdom check. I will call it good.
Ooh, that's nice. That's not bad. It's not prime. I just rolled 16.
You wrapped him up, but it's not gonna give him any additional help on healing, but it will keep the burns from being infected.
Yeah, great. Thanks.
Yep.
Greeny stands and did it work?
Yes, we got you cleared whatever the blockage was. Thank you.
Okay.
But for the meantime, I think you probably need some rest, although... What's the weather like out there now?
Cold.
Yep.
Very cold.
Is it still blowing and snowing, or has the storm itself the blizzard itself actually died down?
Oh no, it's still snowing and blowing real bad.
Right. Well, there ain't much we can do we're not going to go out in that. There ain't much we can do other than stay here anyway.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I suppose... do we have a central room anywhere with a big hearth? Or is it just the kitchen here?
Well, all the rooms have got fires in them.
Do we have a massive hearth that we can light up?
Well, all the rooms have got fires in them. The the individual rooms are about 2/3 the size of the kitchen, so there's less room to heat up. So there's less space to heat up, so they will probably be warmer than in here. If we can get a fire gun, but the problem is, of course, we don't know how many of those chimneys may actually be blocked as well.
Well, we have to move sometime, and I think this is the time to do it. You stay here with Greenie. I'll go out and check the rooms, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I head out into the storm and travel to the rest of the rooms, trying to find a warm, small room where the fireplace isn't blocked, of course.
The only room that has a not unblocked fireplace is the kitchen, because that's the one he just freed. Everything else is currently blocked at the moment.
Okay. Are there any blankets or furs or anything like that in the rest of the rooms that I can bring into the kitchen?
Yeah, you can bring all that stuff in there.
Okay, I'm going to start making trips to bring all that in there. Because we're going to have to bed down for the night, and this looks like the best place to do it.
Yep.
Can't disagree with that.
So, who's going to keep guard? Because Greenie, are you okay, man? Okay. Yeah, he's not going to be able to keep watch.
You see, Greenie said good night, and after that, he's been passed out.
By the way, I'm not sure at what point I failed, but just little thing to Tobey. You can't trust the character sheet you have right there, because I forgot to take some things off.
What did you do?
I must have just copied and pasted, and I forgot to change some of your racial abilities. Yeah, some of that stuff you don't. I actually figured out where the mistake went. You don't actually have some of that. I just forgot to do that. So just bear in mind, you don't have all that there.
Okay.
Yep. I'll change it. I'll change it after the stream. Sorry. So you actually like elves? Anywho,
Good.
back to the game. So as you guys are planning to hunkering down, you guys do hear that the wind actually has finally slowed down a bit after the whole night. The sun is beginning. You think the sun is about to peer through, but it's kind of hard because you're kind of buried alive.
We've got the building the hole at Greenie.
What about the hole?
I say we've still got that, which would be giving us some airflow through.
Oh yeah.
Well, we can't do much until Greenie gets at least somewhat more healed. If we can get out, if the weather holds off, no. I was going to say it might be worth making for the fort, but that's a day and a half away.
Mm-hmm. So, as you guys went through the whole night, you guys do see a light coming from the hole that Greenie made. And suddenly, you guys are feeling warm again.
Okay.
You see something coming from the light as you look outside.
Okay. I think I know who it is, and
You think you know who
I
it
think it's Asmir.
is? Wow. Okay, I guess you
Yeah,
know me better
I
than
mean,
you
I
think.
take it. I take
What
it
do
you're not talking.
What's up?
What are you saying?
You're not talking the
I said-
sun, then.
I said, you know me better than. I guess you know me better than I think. So, so as you guys do appear, looking out the door, Shadow Wolf, you see Azramir and a white light.
Huh?
The rest of you guys, I don't know what you would see. Why don't Alar,
Really,
what do you
man?
think what do you think you would see? Because you've never met Azramir.
Honestly, Alaric thinks he's seeing Morg.
Okay. So that's exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah, like this, a dwarf covered in light, warming everything up. That sounds like Morg, or at least an aspect or an avatar of Morg.
At this point, the player is tempted to say, "Kosh," but that's because the player's a Babylon 5 fan. As for me,
Are you role playing as him, or am I role playing as him?
no, I'm
Oh,
just saying.
Yeah.
I say the character's not going to say Kosh because the character doesn't know what a Vorlon is. I say as for me.
He says nothing as the room fills with warm air.
Warm enough to wake me up.
Oh yeah, you guys are all awake now.
I see him and I yell, "Violent dwarf!"
No.
I know it's Azramir.
Spirit of, remember?
But
Warming
Spirit
up.
of the Dwarf.
Are you guys sure that's not Morg?
Yes.
Okay, that looks a lot like Morg to me.
Just because he's a dwarf.
Well, Morg is a dwarf, and he brings light and warmth wherever he goes.
It could be Morg. Azramir was a priest of Morg. It could well be Morg manifesting himself through Azramir. I believe he has been known to do so at least once before, to my great advantage.
As you guys begin to look around, the doors on the keep have rotted away, as well as the stone structure, or at least it looks like it's rotted away. It's no longer recognizable, and you guys do appear to be outside, and sand is blowing everywhere.
The hell? How'd I get here?
Is Azramir gone now?
Yes, the spirit of Azramir and the spirit of Morg, or whatever you guys are envisioning as your individual characters, what your individual character saw is now gone. And you guys are, it's about morning, and you're in the middle of a sandstorm. The sandstorm is not too bad, it's about moderate. You can see up to 3 miles ahead of you, so visibility is not like terribly bad. Wind is blowing maybe about 5 miles an hour.
What the hell?
At least we're not cold anymore.
Yeah.
You can't say.
You find yourself outside as the sandstorm dies down.
Does this feel
Oh,
at
yeah.
all
As the sandstorm,
familiar? Really?
as the,
Yeah.
You're not in Kansas no more.
At least we didn't fly here this time. Somebody amongst the gods has got a really, really odd sense of humour when it comes to us.
Yeah. I saw a morgue. I don't know what you guys saw, but that looked like morgue to me.
It looked a lot.
We've had a similar experience with wind and strange things, and we ended up somewhere where we didn't start off with.
Well, this looks like
That's when our friend here learned how to fly with use a shield as a flight aid.
I surf the wind with my shield.
Exactly.
Really? You'll have to show me that.
It's not an experience I wish to relive.
I could have done it again last night.
Well, you guys do find yourself, the sandstorm has completely died down, and you guys do find yourself somewhere, as you look out, you find yourself in a sandy desert, but it looks like you can see other mountains off into the distance. And it looks like you're kind of like, you can't really see too far, but it just, you are now in a warmer climate. And you find yourself outside of a structure. And you find yourself outside of a structure that leads into a door.
I have two questions.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm heading through that door. Let's get out of this heat.
I have two questions.
Yes.
One, what kit do we have with us?
I have all my shit.
Two, have I heard of anything like this before?
Give me an intelligence wisdom of the ages.
I love being a dwarf, being an elf.
And by the way, you guys have went from like minus 25 below zero to about 60 degrees.
Ooh, nice.
60 degrees in the desert? Wow.
Yeah, that quickly.
It's kind of cool in the desert, I thought. Well, if it's nighttime, or late in the day.
Well, it's also the time of the year. It's the time of the year of the region you're in too. That's why it's kind of cold for a desert. If it was any more, it'd be like if it was like any other time of the year, it'd be like over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And mind you, this is just average. This could also fluctuate between 20 degrees, hotter or colder. So, hang on.
That means it could get up to 130 degrees. Is that correct? 130 degrees max?
Yes, it could be. But right now it's about 60. So,
okay.
All right. What's that rule there? What's Shadow Rule's rule there on here and stuff like this?
An unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20, but it's still a 20.
A dirty 20.
You remember reading a book. There was a research paper done probably from a scholar, a human scholar, that Paramoor is potentially, but there's no proof of it yet. He was looking for proof, but he reached the end of his life. And now you actually ended up with this journal. You could say you have his notes on it. And you're recalling from his notes that Paramoor is raging with so much magic that sometimes the weather can be magical.
Yeah, but whose notes do we have?
I'll have to make that up.
What do you mean? You don't have... Oh my gosh, DM. Why are you prepared, DM?
I am prepared. It's just we're going on more on the story.
You know...
Well, the DM, are you... I kind of have to dip.
Sure
Do stuff.
Oh, yeah. Tobey has to go.
All right. Well, that's cool because if you guys want, we can continue this another time. We can divvy out experience points, or for the other two, we could play a little bit longer because SpartaChris just got home.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm cool with playing if you are, Colin.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a quick break and dismiss Tobey from the table. I do want to say
Yep.
a proper. I do want to say a proper goodbye real quick because it's been a while since we played with him. So, Tobey, thank you so much for joining us. So for everybody else, we are going to change out. We're going to change out some players. I'm going to have my whole screen on for about 15 minutes. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and then when we come back, we'll have hopefully SpartaChris, and I'm gonna message him and see if he'd be willing to get on and play his character. So
I might be. I might be able to hop back in after my stuff is done, but I don't know for sure. So.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. If you can, just message me. All right.
I will.
All right. All right. Well, Tobey, you want to say goodbye to our viewers real quick?
Thanks for viewing and adios.
All right. Well, everybody, we're going to switch to a quick hold screen, and everyone will be muted so we can talk amongst ourselves. So we'll be back in 15.
Cool.
And we're back. And I got to switch out Tobey's lower third for Chris's lower third. There we go. All right, everybody. Welcome. All right, we are back, and here, SpartaChris is here with us. Say hello, Chris.
Hi.
All
Hello,
right.
Chris.
Oh, for God's sake, would you stop that? All right. Or for Morg's sake, would you stop that? There you go. All right. So our party is now. So Shadow Wolf, Greenie, and Alaric. Sorry. Alaric is all in the desert, outside of a structure somehow mysteriously. But during that time, while they were going through that storm, we have a Thar who was roaming the forest, not far from, probably just a couple miles away from the house, as he picked up on some really, dangerous looking clouds coming through. And as the clouds were forming into what looks to be a pit of blackness, he notices, as he looks off into the distance, he sees nothing but white.
Well, that's peculiar.
As you continuously to observe, you notice that the white cloud, the white cloudness, is filling the entire forest. You can't even see much beyond it, and it's like this white fog, but it's coming fast.
Well, anything that's coming fast is normally not good, so other way. Run the other way.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay. Let's see here. Which die do you want me to roll with again?
D20. It's the one that's got a 20 on it.
Yep. I have 12.
And what's your dexterity modifier? It's the number that's either the plus or the minus or a 0.
6.
Oh, 6. So that's a -1. And your level is 4, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so let's see, 12 minus 1, that's 11, plus 4, that's 15. And is dexterity prime for you? Is it a black dot or a white dot?
No, it's a white dot.
Oh, boy. Yeah, so you failed that. So as you were running through the forest, you trip over what looks to be a rock or a piece of root, and you fall flat on your face.
Obviously, that's what would happen.
So as you look behind you, you notice that the fog is getting closer, and it's coming right at you in a gust of wind, and freezing cold air hits your face.
Am I at least wearing a thick, heavy cloak?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. Well, I guess all I can do is just close my eyes and just pray to the gods.
Which god are you praying to?
I guess the one that deals with magic.
Didn't know you were a believer of that. Okay, all right, fair enough. We can say your character is. That would be Kethys. Kethys, the god of magic, commonly worshipped by wizards and illusionists. Human god too, so yeah, I guess that works in your favor. Do you have would your character have a holy symbol on it, or are you just praying naturally?
Yeah, I guess I could have a pendant on me.
It's a two-tone circle, white and black. So yeah, if you have that, it's kind of like yin and yang, only different. So you're beginning to pray to a deity that you don't know if you really believe it or not, but yeah, it's not linked to your character.
I do not believe in any gods of this world because, there's clerics and they do divine magic, and that comes directly from the gods.
Oh, that is true. That is true. All right, so you're praying to Kethys, and you notice as you're praying that you look up and you see a cave.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, can I run for the cave?
All right, you make it into the cave. The temperatures have dropped severely outside. As you see, day turns to night, and suddenly it gets colder and colder. It's at this point you're equivalent to like -5 below. You're at 5 below zero.
Can I use my heated dagger? If there's any wood or anything nearby to create a fire?
I will totally give that to you. Yes. You get some dry wood. For the cave is not very big. It's like kind of like a small bear cave. You manage to get some wood and sticks together. You manage to use your magic to heat up the dagger, and you put the dagger in it, and it smolders into a small flame.
And I will continue to feed the flame in order to make it a nice, decent fire to keep myself warm.
I'm giving bonus XP for frickin' creativity today. All right. It is now getting into about 25 below zero. It's getting very much colder, but you are getting very, very tired because you've been up all day. But the weather doesn't look like it's letting up at all.
I guess I'll just hunker down and just try to stay awake.
All right. So as you fall asleep, you need to give me a Constitution check.
He can't find the building we found?
Say that again.
So,
I was saying so Athar can't find the building we're in?
He wasn't nearby, no. Like he was
okay.
He was a couple miles from it. But unfortunately the weather is strange how this weather just suddenly pops up out of nowhere and it gets super intimidating to where you can't really do much.
Mm-hmm.
So you said Constitution roll D20?
Yep.
Well, that really sucks. 7, but my Constitution is 11 and it's prime.
So you rolled a 7 plus 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 11. Okay, nope, that's a fail. And you said it's not prime, or is it prime?
It is prime.
Oh, well, that's not a super bad fail. All right, I'll give it to you. You wake up and your fire is out, and it appears that the snow has caved in a little bit inside the cave. You look up at you can barely see outside at all. It's like you're buried.
Well, the only thing I can do is just try to dig myself out.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Jeez, that really sucks. It's a 2.
Yeah.
Got rolled a 2 and it was a 10. I got 10 strength.
The wall of snow that has a very little opening that you can't fit through, you realize is now solid ice, and you slide right back down into the cave.
Well, the only thing I can do is, oof. Does my heated dagger, is it still working?
No, it's out by now.
Darn. I don't want to use anything else at the moment. How many times can I use heated dagger again? So it's a
What is it? A level 1 spell?
level 1 spell, so I can use it 3 times?
I believe you can, yes.
Do I want to risk it? What would happen if I don't? So my choices are either I use it and get out, or I just sit there and let something happen.
That's not for me to tell you.
I know.
Your character weighs the choices.
Sorry, give me a moment. I'm just trying to think here.
Nope, take your time.
What's Enduring Elements? I keep on forgetting what that one is.
That's ironic.
One that's actually going to keep you alive.
That's the one that would that is probably the biggest useful one you could have at this point.
So what would happen if I used it at this moment in time?
Okay, let me tell you. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Enduring Elements. How many of us are laughing right now? All right, so
I mean, I'm just passive right now.
all right. So, Enduring Elements is a protective magical energy that merges with the caster's body, providing protection against natural elements. The subject can withstand extreme temperatures such as sub-zero or extreme hot temperatures or other natural effects harmful to a normal person. For example, this spell allows the subject to travel through a snowstorm wearing normal clothing.
Well, I could have used that a little earlier.
You're the wizard. You have your wizard's book on you. By the way, just so you know, it's not on your character sheet, but wizards do have grimoires. You have your own personal grimoire, and you can, as you gain up, you can customize it to your own specific likeness. But right now, it's like a normal book. So, you just realized you have Enduring Elements, so I imagine you're going to cast it.
I might as well.
All right. So you make the you say the exact verbal words, and you actually hang on to your pendant that is to the god of magic, and suddenly you are no longer cold.
Well, all I can do is now just sit back and relax. Maybe wait a day or two.
You hear a voice. You hear like a couple voices as you sleep through the night. You it sounds like you hear Shadow Wolf with two other voices that you've never heard before.
Excuse me.
And you wake up and you see a white light.
Who's there?
And all you hear is that Erzamir? And you hear another voice goes, I know what Erzamir looks like. I think that's him. And you hear someone else say, I think that's Morg.
Hello? Anyone there?
And the whole cave fills up in a white light. And all of a sudden, you kind of find yourself laying face down in the sand.
I was expecting that would be fun. I was expecting the ice wall to turn into sand, and I would have to dig myself out.
Oh, it did turn into sand, but you didn't dig yourself out. It literally you find yourself in the middle of a sandstorm.
Well, I guess I'll just at least take off the heavy cloak and just stuff it away in a bag or whatever I have with me, and just kind of stand up and look around.
And as you stand up and look around, the sandstorm stops, and you are now faced with Shadow Wolf. You see Shadow Wolf. You see two other people with him, and you find yourself in front of a structure at the exact same time they do.
Shadow Wolf, hi. What just happened?
Were you anywhere near the cave?
I was wandering through the woods. I was heading back after acquiring some interesting items from the market, and then all of a sudden this white light and snowstorm hit me, and I ended up inside of a cave.
Well, the snowstorm, I'm not sure if it was natural or not.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you guys this way. Here's how you're currently feeling. Mind you, your characters have not slept or slept very well for the last 24 hours. You guys should be fatigued or near exhausted, and you are not. And I forgot to mention before Tobey left that all your wounds have been healed. All of you guys are at full health now.
The storm was storm was the worst one I think we've had this winter. But we got something said that be known to you can probably work out which one of my two companions that is. He was with Casimir rather than myself for a short while, and also be known to, I forgot what his new character's called.
Alaric.
This is Athar, who I mentioned out my wizard comrade. Yeah, we were. We'll move into the shelter of this building for starters, because it's cold to hot. It's
Oh, it doesn't feel that bad to me at all.
out of the icebox into the fire. Yeah, we had this. We were stuck in this storm. We actually got quite thoroughly snowed in. Yeah, well, there was a storm. It's been snowing for the last month on and off, but we got stuck in this. Greenie came to find us, chase us, make contact, find out how we're going. Atho here was Alaric. Too many A's. Alaric here was looking for adventure. For some strange reason, he thought we might know where to find it. And we just got we got snowed in. Greenie dug a tunnel, dug us out, and we had a visitation from
Morg
through Azramir. I'm genuinely not sure what.
I'm telling you, it was Morg.
Well, yeah, I would imagine it probably was more, but yeah, I mean,
could have been both.
Well, yeah, so I mean, Azramir was a prophet. Was a prophet. Azramir was a priest of Morg, so it might have been Azramir. More working through Azramir, something like that. And they literally suddenly got. I mean, I presume you caught on the end of that, where he literally just suddenly got here, and.
Is everyone else hearing Colin's audio better?
Yes, I am.
No.
I'm hearing a little bit of a
static, but
yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of of feedback, or not feedback, of echo at times. Hold on, let me. Is that better if I move a little bit closer to the mic? Is that better?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll have to find out.
Oh no, he cut out.
Sorry, I got by someone else. Yeah, and we just something seems to have whatever it was. I'm trying to assume to be relatively benevolent because it took us out of that, and it certainly healed us all up. I don't know about you, but we haven't had much sleep for the last day or so. I mean, we had a full day work night, and yet I feel as if I'd slept for a week.
I got a little bit of sleep in the cave that I got snowed into.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've heard of. I was looking recently. There was a oddly enough, I was looking back over some notes from an explorer named I think name was Chal something. Chal and something like that. About I don't know if you're familiar at all with weather having some sort of magical components, or at least magical effects. It's something very similar happened to Greenie and myself and the two dwarves a while ago, where we got caught up in again a wind and basically ended up exactly where we wanted it to go.
Well, the gods have a very interesting way of
Yes,
making us go where they want us to.
It literally just occurs to me, Alaric. You said you were looking for adventure. I think
Yep.
someone answered.
I think whoever answered wanted us all in on it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. It just suddenly occurred to me the connection made that last time we weren't sure where we were going. We were trying to find our way to the keep, and when the again weird weather effects ended, there we were. I suspect somebody wants us to be right here, right now.
Well, I guess the next thing to do is go in and find out what's going on.
Yeah. I think we probably ought to do that.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you guys approach the structure, you guys notice as you look around, there's stone blocks. What looks to have been a city that had toppled and cracked with passing of time. Sand had covered most of the buildings. The stones that remained uncovered had been scorned smooth by the blowing sand. In the center of the city is a tower or pyramid-like structure. It is about 5-step like it looks like it's got a couple steps, about 20 feet high, and from what you can tell, the bottom is completely covered with sand. However, you do notice that there is 3 statues. Shadow Wolf would automatically identify the statues with the last intelligence roll he gave. Shadow Wolf, with your intelligence and with your level of intellect and study, you recognize 3 of the statues. One to be Gore. You do see a statue, Gore, the male orc, holding a great sword surrounded by flames, which is off on the left. The middle statue is a female elf with a whip commanding lesser beings below her. You know that to be Mara, the goddess of mischief and lust. And then the statue on the right is a monstrous humanoid with spiked chains surrounding him. You know that to be Crichton, the god of hatred and death.
Well, these look like lovely chaps.
If anybody else wants this information, I recommend an intelligence roll.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to roll. Every time I roll, it seems to backfire on me.
Somebody. Okay, this might not be that good. All I can abandoned city.
Or buried city.
And the gods of war. The gods of war, mischief, and I forgot what the other one was.
The god of war, the goddess of mischief and lust, and then the god of hatred and death.
Let's see what I do here. I got it.
I'll tell you that for free. I mean, I don't want.
I think I know what adventure this is if it's pre-written.
Alright, let's hear. I rolled an 8. My intelligence is 12, and it is prime.
Oh, okay. And what'd you roll?
An 8.
And okay.
Did you have your level?
All right. So Athar does know about. So Athar does know about this because he's read about these 3 gods before, these 3 deities before. However, you guys may not know exactly what this means, because you've never heard of a city worshiping these three deities specifically. At least not this combination.
This isn't a good combination, I'll say.
No,
Well,
God of War, mischief and
given
lust,
that-
and freaking hatred and death. What do you think they did? What do you think they did in the city?
well, we recently met Prophet of the God of Hatred.
Do we really want to walk into this town, or do we make our attempt someplace else?
Well,
we will get out of
the
it.
government sent us here, so I think they want us to investigate this place. It looks like looks around probably hundreds, thousands even of years that no one has set foot here. I mean, do I see any tracks anywhere, or like, do we see any tracks leading in or out of this place?
Nope.
So is the city basically just weathered and worn and abandoned?
From the looks of it, yes.
Well, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not going out into that desert right now. Let's head into here.
Yeah. It's not. It looks old.
But there could be
There we
clean water here, and we need a source of water in this desert, because I only have a gallon of water on me.
This is true.
And you have no idea where you're at in the world.
No. We don't know if we're on the world that we were on. We could be on an entirely different planet or even plane of the multiverse.
So you have no idea in relation to where civilization is.
Nope.
I don't think I've heard. Do we know where? Do we know in relation to where we work on the continent where there might be deserts and the like?
If you have a map, and that's if you've maybe traveled there.
No, I'm just saying it's obviously, do we know there might well be deserts?
There are
here and there, or
there are deserts in Paramoor. You just don't know which one you're in.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
Well, is there any way to possibly do?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, is there any possibly doing a perception roll to see if there's anything interesting nearby that we could possibly notice?
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh, okay. So 11. My wisdom is 12, and it's prime.
Oh, okay. All right. So you do bad. So on the south side of this structure, you see a ramp with stairs that leads down further into the ground. As you look around, you don't see any source of food or water, but you do see a secret door.
Well, guys, there's a door over there leading down into who knows where. Should we?
Yes, we should.
Or
Okay.
brave the desert brave the desert with no correlation of where you could get help if you need it.
Okay. Listen at door, check for traps.
All
Here we
right.
go again.
Here we go.
This is total railroading.
Been there, done that. Right. Listening at the door.
Nothing.
Oof. Okay, good. I'm glad about that. Actually, no, because that was a 12 in total. Checking for traps.
No traps. Not around the door or outside the door.
Okay. Is the door locked?
Nope.
Okay. Alaric.
Yes.
You are going to need some sort of light, I would imagine, to see in the dark, in the low light or dark.
Yes, I would say so. It's quite dark in here, after all.
Yes, that's to say to the character. The character it doesn't actually have dark vision or anything like that. Oh, I wish we had some dwarves with us at this point.
And is Avatar human as well?
Oh god, that's the point. He is, isn't he?
Say what?
Is Avatar human as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we both can't see in the dark.
Oh boy.
I
And
can.
we can only see by starlight or moonlight, Colin.
I can do a light.
And do that.
Oh, that's right. He has the light spell.
I've gone from having 2 dwarfs to 2 humans. At least I know that I'm not going to have to slow down for them. Oh, and actually, no, because we've actually got Greenie with us, and he can see in the dark, can't he? But he's
Currently mindless.
yeah, he's currently got slightly lost somewhere behind us, perhaps.
Maybe he just kind of is tuckered out and fell asleep.
Yeah,
Greenie's somewhere. He's somewhere. He'll pop right back in.
he's about over here. Okay, well, open the door. Wait a second for how tight is the door? How stiff and how tight is the door? How tight fitting is it?
It's not. It's like a normal door. You can pass right through it.
Okay, I'm thinking back to real world, exploring the pyramids and the rest of it, where you open it up and the air was stale. So that's I'm thinking is so we're not having a problem like that. Okay, well yeah, so open it up, open the door, standing behind the doors, I open it. So let the air in as well. If there's any stale air in there, let that in.
Yep. Let some fresh air in there.
Yeah.
All right, and you approach inside the building, and the door shuts behind you because someone's got to hold it open and remain it open, and suddenly it shuts, and the scene goes black. Dun dun dun. I have to stop right there because I have maps for this, but they're in the coloring stage where I'm coloring around them and outlining them, and I'm laminating them for the party. So this is a dungeon crawl, everybody.
Is it okay if I say the guesses I have for the adventure if I don't mention any spoilers from them?
My first most important question is, that's all that's in here, right?
You got to find out next session.
Well, since no one said anything, I'm going to say that I think that either the current adventure we're on is either The Lost City by TSR or Chalt.
Which one is it?
The Lost City by TSR. It's an old TSR adventure. You can really easily convert it to Castles and Crusades. You can get it on Drive RPG or whatever. But it's about like a city that you get lost in the desert, and then there's a city, and you go into it, and then there's factions, and really cool stuff happens.
All right, so spoiler alert, you totally caught me on that one.
Okay.
Except, I that was one of my favorite ones that I actually got to read about so many years ago, and I was like, that one, like, I have 2 of them. For first edition, it was The Lost City. For the 3rd edition, it was A Dark and Stormy Night. Night, and night meaning Knight, not Night. It's a whole.
Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. I just thought that was really cool. I'm like, oh, cool! I get to play Lost City now.
But the thing is too, I also like it because I'm a big theorist on the, like, say, Atlantis. Like, I did like Atlantis, the Lost Empire, and I did like Stargate Atlantis, and I wanted something like that.
Cool.
Yep, I wanted a lost city.
That's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this adventure was aspiring from the old TSR adventure, plus my fan love for lost cities and excavation and dinosaurs and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this one.
I certainly think I will.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there because I do have some maps I'm drawing out because I am changing some of the stuff around because I wanted it to be somewhat different for me a little bit. Like, I just threw out some rooms and stuff and just remade it a little bit. Because I'm trying to get it to actually look like a stack of a pyramid for you guys to crawl through. So, yeah. I'm working on some of that stuff. Right now, all the maps are in coloring stage. I just didn't get them to be laminated. I didn't know we were going to get this far. I didn't think we were going to play this long. We did pretty good. Chris, I know you weren't here for a lot of it, but I hope you did enjoy the adventure for what you were a part of. So,
And I hope I was going to say that as well. I hope you enjoyed what we played.
Yeah, the very few seconds of it, yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did keep succeeding at some of your rolls. Like, you know, I wasn't able to throw many curveballs at you without, like, completely, like, making it seem completely obvious that somehow you were succeeding at stuff but weren't really doing it. And then you got creative with the dagger. I like that. So,
If you want to read any stories, read Robert E. Howard's Conan stories, because this is a sword and sorcery adventure that we're in, so...
I'm paused at the moment, but I'm gradually reading away till I got a Conan anthology. I'm gradually working my way through.
Yeah, this adventure, from what I remember, is very much inspired by that.
Well,
I've not read Conan before.
Well, we are going to do a quick wrap up here because next it is, as the gamers would say, it is experience points and waffle time. Except I'm not going to go eat any waffles. So definitely, I know you guys are ready for experience points here.
Yes.
Yeah. That's always like, that's every gamer's thing is you know, we love experience points. So real quick, let's just say our goodbyes and tell me what you guys got going on, if anything. Starting with Colin, you got anything going on?
Next Monday week on the FFSI channel, we're going to be doing our Robin Hood stream. And our short story, The Impossibility Man, is actually now up on Amazon for purchase. It's a mystery surrounding a very odd bank robbery.
Cool.
So it really feels like looking. I say it's called The Impossibility Man.
Nice. All right. Witch King, what do you got?
You can catch me on social media. I'm on there ever so often now, but I am planning to play some games on my YouTube channel and stream them, preferably horror games that I haven't played. And I hope to do that pretty often this month. Any of you are welcome to join in and watch or comment or whatever. I also have some blog posts that I'm writing up to hopefully come out this month. Delta Green, a review of that. Also, I'm probably going to switch away from using my blog for all my reviews, honestly. Probably going to go back to YouTube just because I'd like to get better at that. But yeah, that's what I have going on.
All right. And Chris, what do you got going on, buddy?
Nothing much. Just been working and also trying to learn some new skills to help me with my own YouTube stuff, though I do appreciate your help in some of the stuff, Table.
I try.
Yes. Besides that, I do plan on getting back to doing some more streams, but I have some more stuff I got to work on.
All right. And my name is Tabletop Junkie. I host actual plays on my channel. Next week, we're supposed to do Call of Cthulhu, but given that there might be a little bit of a busy schedule, do you guys want to pick up Call of Cthulhu next Friday, or do you guys want to pick up Castles and Crusades next Friday, and then we'll do Call of Cthulhu next?
What do you guys think?
Player's choice.
I want to do both. You realise we're literally just about to go through a door in both scenarios. We're in almost exactly the same situation in both games.
I know, we're climaxing in both, right?
Let's do Call of Cthulhu just because it's October.
Yep, that is my thing.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to swap between the two, yeah, do the Cthulhu because we've not played the Cthulhu before. Toby to the degree of his brothers, Witch King and I, we played Castles and Crusades for quite a bit. Give Chris an opportunity to maybe try both of them out.
Yep,
as well.
absolutely. All right, so
all depends for me because we're limited at work, on shorthanded at work, so that's why I was late today.
Well, yeah, this is true. Yeah. So yeah,
and so same thing will happen next week, possibly.
Well, I mean, if you can make it, if you can't make it, it's okay. But like, if you can, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Why don't we just throw it up in the air and we'll reconvene on the choice of game maybe by Wednesday, and we'll leave it to our audience as a mystery game to see which one we're going to pick up. I only say this because Chris, no offense, you got a major character in the Call of Cthulhu game. You've been kind of leading the group a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be weird that your character suddenly drops back a little bit because I have to roleplay him.
Yeah.
So why don't we, life is crazy. Things happen, people. But
and if worst comes to worst, we can always play like one or two more sessions this month, and that's it. Like, I don't mind. It's like getting towards the holidays when gaming kind of crawls down to a slow pace.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. Pay attention to my schedule because there is some things about that already coming up for the holidays. Won't be able to game at all. Anyway,
does get pretty. With the holidays coming up, it does get pretty much busier for me too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about this off the stream. Let me just say my goodbyes. Anyway,
no, you can't.
Anyway. For the audience, remember to always work hard, play hard, game hard. Game on, everybody. You guys have a great and wonderful week, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Bye.